If her spinoff, well, you remember Tommy was supposed to go to LA. Tommy's spinoff was supposed to be in LA, but the pandemic happened and they just stopped in Chicago. Because Tommy was supposed to be in LA for his spinoff, but remember, he was looking at like it had the sign, it was like either like Los Angeles, even though it wouldn't be no sign like that way up there, or you know what I'm saying, he turned around and went to Chicago. But all right. The first time we see Kane, he's at the meeting with Tariq. Now, we went over what Tariq been talking about. Tariq is telling them, listen, Don Carter's looking after you. We just got to throw this out there so Kane can understand what's going on. Kane like, what? Wait, Tariq scammed Patrick. Noma, are you believing this guy? I asked you a couple of weeks ago, do you trust this nigga? Now, Noma ain't saying nothing. She just listening, because one thing Noma does know is when Tariq presents something, he may be bullshitting a little bit, especially when they had their truths. But one thing Tariq will always do is come through with whatever he's talking about. He might lie to you. He might give you a bold-faced lie, but whatever he's presenting, there's some truth to it. So knowing that Noma knows not to trust any of them, it kind of had us looking a little bit differently at how she was assessing it. But of course, I'm not Tariq. This is Kane's story. For Kane doesn't look at anything from anyone's perspective. He just always thinks that Tariq is going to be lying. Even if Tariq is telling the truth and the truth is right in front of him and he has a calculator, 2 + 2 is 4. We know that Kane has been getting a little bit smarter. It was 5 at one point, but it's 4.5 for Kane now. Kane is starting to connect the dots. And the marrying of Noma is what's really going to make him get up onto that scene and potentially become that next kingpin. So Noma's listening to this, and Kane, he's like, nah, man, we ain't with it. But Noma said, nah, we need to fuck with this because Don Carter is the common denominator at this time. Of course, we jumping ahead, and we know that Noma realizes that Tariq is actually the problem. Kane and his mama got the issues. So when Monet gets up and she starts talking all that pussy whip, well, Kane has already tried to tell his mom that you're actually the fuck up. Remember at the hospital, Kane was telling Diana, when your mama mess up, let me know. And guess what? Monet messed up, and now look at them. They are up under who? Don Carter. Kane told Diana, when your mama get the fucking up, let me know, because y'all gonna be in the game. Y'all gonna be fucked up. And guess where they at? They fucked up right now. But Noma, she's with it. And then Noma rubs it in Monet's face. Me and Kane are getting married. And Kane's sitting there like, yeah, mom, show some respect. And Monet, she going on. But one thing about Kane, he don't give a fuck. And the reason he don't care is because of everything that Monet has done. So being that terrible parent, getting Lorenzo smoked, not telling the truth to the fam about Zeke being an actual brother and not a cousin. Like, Kane's like, fuck it, I'm on my own right now, man. Thank you, DeMarcus, for that $5. Could you see Kane, Don Carter smashing Noma? Come on, get DeMarcus. Could I see Don Carter smashing Noma because Noma resembles Denise and Don Carter resembles Mecca? And hell no, man. Noma don't look nothing like Denise. Did you not see Denise? Denise and Noma don't look nothing alike. Come on, DeMarcus. I think DeMarcus was trolling with that way. No, Don Carter ain't about to be knocking down no Noma, man. Don Carter trying to survive, man. We got 2 episodes. He don't need to be thinking about no kind of coochie. He need to be thinking of how he gonna get up out this motherfucking jam. Come on, DeMarcus. Hell no. And then it's just piling up for Kane. Davis shows up. Monet, she mad at Kane. Davis shows up, and he's been trying to get in with Noma, so he's a little bit upset because he wanted that 51% ownership so he could basically take over. Because remember, even Noma called him out and said, your firm is going under. So Kane is just sitting there looking out the window because he understands it's business. And let Noma handle this part, and he'll just reap the benefits. because all he's in it for is you want your business to go legit. Kane also has alternative motive where he becomes that kingpin. They get married. If she ends up disappearing or being unalive, he'll take over the whole organization. So when David shows up, these two been going at it. But Kane, he really likes Effie. So even though he has this business deal with Noma, he still wants to see what's possible to happen with Effie. Now, this is a player move. This is a player move. You always, so listen up, fellas. You always want to have you a backup plan. Like if you're not married, even if you're married, but if you're not married, you want to have you something just in case she gets mad at you, just in case she got to go visit her parents for the weekend, just in case she got to go to work. You still want to have you a little backup that you can use and just see what's going on. How are you doing, Effie? Everything all right? Okay, cool. You just want to have you a backup. It's just like having a backup charger. Like I got a phone charger in my bedroom. I got one in my guest room where if you got an older iPhone, you can use the lightning charge or you can use the USB-C upstairs next to my couch. I got another USB-C. I got another lightning. And then I got another lightning. I mean, not lightning, but another USB-C that's folded up. Over here, I got a USB-C. So in every single room, I have extra chargers because you never know where you're at and you might need a charge. You hop in my whip, there's a charger in there. You go down to my laundry room, there's a charger in there. You just keep chargers around just in case you need an extra one. You never know when you might need to charge your phone. So Kane, he's trying to keep Effie around. He's like, listen, she only waved that finger in your face. You're trying to rub it in. But I still fuck with you. And Effie's like, I don't know, Kane. Just business. I'm getting out of here, man. I ain't really fucking with it. But Kane is doing the right thing. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta play the hand that you was dealt. And sometimes you get dealt two queens. You might get the queen of spades, the queen of hearts. You might get the queen of clubs. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the other one is. The queen of diamonds. Sometimes you might get dealt pocket queens. If you got pocket queens, you can't play them against each other. You got to use them together. Two queens are better than one queen. Hear me out. I'm not making this up. Two queens are better than one. A pair of queens is better than one queen. You don't win with one queen. Queen how? Okay, cool, but that's risky. But if you got a pair of queens, you in the ball game. A pair of queens, you're gonna play the hand. One queen, you might throw the hand, you might fold that hand, but two queens, you got to play that hand. You got to see where it go, at least to the flop. At least see what the flop is, and then if it's looking good, you might go to the river. You might have two pair. You might have three of a kind. Then you might go to the river. Let's just see. Okay, all in. And Kane is going all in with his two queens right now. That's all it is. That's all it is. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all ain't paying no attention. Y'all think Mo just being up here talking. I'm trying to tell you how to win at poker. I'm trying to tell you how to win at life. Kane got two queens, and you got to play him some way. Some way you got to figure out how to put these two on the board and make it happen. You feel me? Put a 5 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Put a 5 in the chat if you understand that a pair of queens is better than one queen. And if you don't understand what we're talking, then just put an 8 in the chat. Put a 5 if you understand that a pair of queens is better than a queen on his own. You know what I mean? But from there, Kane, he got his two queens, and he got to keep this thing going. So he at the gym. He working out. Monet show up hating. Uh-oh, my dog Jashawn right here, man. So Jashawn, we follow each other on Instagram. He hit me up, I think last year, or it may have been when I was in California, about like the settings on my computer and shit when I was using OBS. So shout out to that brother. You know what I'm saying? We just follow each other again. Shout out to my brother. But he put the 5s in there. 555, 555, 555, 555, 555. Sometimes you got to play the pocket queens. You know what I'm saying? If you got them pocket queens, you can't You can't fold your hand. You got to play it and see where it goes. You got to take that risk. You might lose a little 50. You might be low blinds. You might be the high blinds. But you got to play the pocket queens. You got to. If you don't, you look at it and you're like, oh man, I should have played that shit, man. So you don't want to play yourself. You got to play the cards. Now Kane is working out. You know, you're getting a good pump in. He ha, 1001, 1002, and then your mama come in hating. Oh, Kane, what you doing? Like, shut the fuck up, Monet, please. I'm trying to get a good pump in. I just took this creatine. I got this pre-workout. I'm looking good. I got pocket queens, and plus I'm hearing that Anya trying to creep up on a nigga. But Monet's talking about Kane. What are you doing? And Kane's like, shit, I'm trying to take over the world. What do you mean what I'm doing? I'm working out with a do-rag on. I'm fucking focused. I'm trying to work out, take a shower, take the do-rag off, and go. You gotta have y'all know I ain't had the 360s, and my waves are like finger waves. I don't be getting the little bitty waves. I be getting the goddamn ocean on my shit. But yeah, you know, I used to have them waves back in the day. You put the do-rag on, you go work out, hit that shower, get out, brush it a couple times, hit the block and go. So Kane is focused, but Monet is hating. And the reason Monet is hating is because Kane leveled up. Remember, Monet, she ain't had no money back in the day. Season 1, Power Book 2, what did I say? The Tejadas wasn't getting money like that. She was impressed by a helicopter ride around New York City. If you really getting money and you really a queen pin, then you getting money. The helicopter ride ain't shit. Mecca took her on a helicopter ride. She ain't never been on one. She, oh my God, this is amazing. But now Kane done bossed up and he got Noma on the side. He done bought her a rock. Well, I think Noma bought it, but she just saying that Kane bought it. But neither here or there. It just look good on paper. So Kane, he like, listen, ma, this is what I'm doing. It's either you fucking with her or you ain't. Because you work for Don Carter. I fuck with Noma and I'm trying to get this enterprise up off the ground. Now, Anya ends up showing up. And Monet is mad. And Anya, you know when they're giving you that eye. Everybody know when the chick looking at you, she's looking at you like, all right, cool. She didn't peep me. You know what I mean? Because your first thing you do when you step in the spot, you look around, you looking around like, okay, there's some straight ones in here. Okay, I'm gonna holler at her. Because you want to get a sober eye. You want to get that sober eye on them first before you get the drinks in your system. Because when you get the drinks in your system, you'll start downgrading yourself from like a 9, where you're supposed to be talking to 9s and 10s. You downgrade yourself and you just start talking like 7s, like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? We here. But a 7 is cool. 7 is cool. But when you start dropping up under a 7, you got to start reevaluating your life. You got to go in the bathroom and get your shit together. But he's peeping at Anya's looking, and she's looking like, wait a minute. So this is your mom. I already had the discussion with my mom about marrying a nigga that's half her age. Anya's like, well, shit. My mom, I don't think she's serious about this because Anya ain't no dummy. She go to Stansfield. Ain't no dummies at Stanwell with Zeke, but Zeke played basketball. So she's kind of already peeping the whole scene, and she like, okay, this nigga Kane working out. Kane, like, no homo. Kane's a decent looking young man. You know what I'm saying? Decent looking young man. So Anya's feeling him. You know what I mean? Plus Tariq, we don't know where the hell Tariq is. No, not Diana. So now, do I got it? I think I got it. There's a one-on-one between Kane and Anya. Oh, yeah. At the crib. Shit, ain't no many thoughts racing through my mind. I know what it is. So Anya's in the spot. Now, we be honest. What time it is?
I knew you was gonna let that nigga hit. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana.
We've all been in a situation like this. Now, Kane is chilling, and Anya's asking the most random shit. She touching shit. So, Mo, how can you afford this house where you have a whole studio and your own little mini kitchen? I'm getting my mini fridge finally. I'm gonna get that shit for Black Friday. Get my mini fridge put in there so I ain't got to go back and forth. That be stocked up. So, Mo, how can you afford this place with a TV that you don't even watch? You got a whole studio. I'm like, man, I just get up and go to work sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I pop out and show niggas. She's like, so what else is about you? And you can see that she's feeling this nigga Kane because now Now it's calm. She's relaxed. She's talking. She's asking pointless questions. She's trying to peep how a nigga getting that bread. And Kane chilling. Kane on the couch. Kane on the couch like this. Shit, penthouse mine ain't nothing. Shit, I just be getting up and going to work and shit. Yeah, I just be chilling and you know what I mean? No more fuck with me because I'm a real one. Nah, I mean shit. To be honest with you, like normally I don't go for older women. But it was just like a connection between me and your mom. Like no disrespect or anything, you know. But she was just feeling a young nigga. I mean, you see how I'm living. You see how I'm coming. Matter of fact, you asking too many questions. He pulled out that bankroll. Now, one thing we learned at an early age is money make the coochie go woo woo. What movie is that from? Money make the coochie go woo woo. So you could tell she's feeling Kane. She feeling Kane right now. And she's like, oh shit, this nigga Kane really is bossed up. He really is bossed up. Now there were some bodies dropped in here. Remember the dude that worked for Mecca? He ended up getting killed in here too. But she like, okay, she's feeling Kane because she want to know who's marrying her mom. Hey, Kane played it. Kane played it smooth. Now I would have did everything that Kane did except for give her money. Giving her the money, I'd be like, shit, I got like a goddamn like someone stabbed me in my back, a goddamn poke. Goddamn, what the hell? Someone stabbed me in my back and my spine. I broke my back, spinal. But Anya, she feeling Kane, man. What y'all think? Anya feeling Kane or no? Is Anya feeling Kane? Oh, now y'all hating on Kane. Y'all let Tariq. Y'all talking about Tariq should have knocked Diana down. But when it comes to Kane, y'all like, man, hell no, Kane. Kane just trying to have a good old time, man. Yeah, money made the Gucci go, whoa, whoa. Kane might get jealous of. Oh yeah, if Kane find out that Anya's knocking, I mean, yeah, the Tariq is knocking down Anya, man. Tariq, man, nigga, Kane always getting mad, man. I don't know why. You just wait your turn, man. But the last thing we see is I'm not Tariq, Kane getting back with Effie. I mean, we skipped over the Nico thing because that's more of a Noma situation. Kane just set it up, but he gets over here, he gets to talking to Effie, and she upset too. I'm like, damn, why is everybody in their feelings? Everybody in their feelings. She talking about, you could have told me, congratulations on that. You could have told me about Noma. Why would I tell you about my wife? Why would I tell you about my wife? You know what I mean? If I got a wife and we fucking around, why would I tell you about my wife? And first of all, she ain't even Kane's wife. This is fiance. He's still single. So why is Effie getting mad when she's still trying to throw that thing on Tariq? I never understood that. Like, so Kane is doing his best. Like, we got to give Kane some credit, even though we call it the S word, the S, the I, the M, the P, because he keeps looking out for Effie and she keeps going back to Tariq. But she's mad that he's marrying Noma on a business decision. But when he was trying to be with her, she was like, oh no, Kane, I'm good. But they end up settling their differences, and you know, Anya feeling Kane now, and he looks at his LinkedIn profile, his Instagram profile. He's like, man, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. We can make this work.